Easter eggs. Okay, let's go. Y'all want a quick rundown of Easter eggs? All right, let's see if we could do this. Cool. All right, Doc Ellis. I wanted to do Doc Ellis from the gate before anybody else was like putting out cards like that. He was one of the guys that when researching baseball players, like he was one of the handful of players that had a documentary on Netflix to watch. I knew him from throwing the no-no on some LSD. I remember seeing that 30 for 30 on ESPN and then being like, hey, like he pitched this whole no-hitter on acid. And that's crazy. But when I watched the documentary, it showed something deeper. I was a fan at that point. I was like, man, I wish I grew up knowing a player like this. He marched to a whole different drum, and I love that. So the Easter egg for him kind of was the hair curlers. If you knew that whole incident where he wore hair curlers to practice and stuff, and he got flagged for that. I felt like that was super important to embracing diversity within a sport and pushing at that boundary. I feel like that's so important. That's like Allen Iverson in cornrows, you know what I'm saying? It's so important to be able to show. But the Easter egg here is the butterfly and the bee. And so in the documentary, he really idolized Ali. He walked around with that bravado to the point where like Ali came in the locker room at one time and he went and squared up with him. He was like trying to pretend like he was going to box him. I think Ali swung at him and he just kind of just ran for his life. You know what I'm saying? So it was like one of those things that I feel like that's a crazy story. Like to be swung at by Ali is nuts. So put that in as an Easter egg.